Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. So today we'll be making this off-shoulder beautiful top. I got the inspiration from Pinterest and I decided to make mine. So if this is what interests you, please keep on watching. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4 and I am using a very stretchy material. It's called lycra material. I am going ahead now to draw my starting line, and the length of this top is going to be 20 inches. So I'll go ahead now to take off my 5 inches. 5 inches is the desired length I want my top to start. If you want it to be higher, you can go with 4 inches. If you want it to be lower, you can go with 5 or 6 inches, but I'll be going with 5 inches for my off shoulder. So from that 5 inches, I will take my bust line, which is 10.5, and I will mark it like so. So like I said earlier, 20 inches is the desired length of this top, and I'm going ahead right now to mark 20 inches. I also added 1 inch for folding allowance. I'll go ahead now to connect my lines. I'm sorry, my chalk is not showing very well on this white fabric, but I'll do well to explain it so that you will understand what I'm trying to do. So I'll go ahead as well to impute my waistline. So let me go over the lines again. The first line I have is my bust line, and the second one is my waistline and my full length plus my 1 inch that I added for the folding allowance. So after I have drawn my lines, I will go ahead to go up from my bust line. From my bust line, I will go up by 2 inches, and that is for my chest line. I hope this is not confusing, but if you are confused, please let me know in the comment section, and of course I will answer your questions. This is just the normal way of taking your body measurement, just that we minus 5 inches, and that would have served for the armhole and the rest. I'll go ahead now to take my chest measurements. If you don't know how to take your chest measurements, I will put the video up here so that you can see how I take mine, and you can go ahead and do yours as well. So mine is 12 inches and I divided into 2 and I have 6 inches. I've gone ahead to impute my 6 inches, but I'll advise you minus 1 inch because when I finished mine, I noticed that it was kind of loose, so I had to adjust it. So if yours is 6 inches, go ahead and mark 5 inches instead of marking 6 inches. If yours is 5 inches, go ahead and mark 4 inches so that it will not be loose. You know that we are working with a stretchy material, so go ahead to minus. I'll go ahead now to take my body measurements. So for my bust, I have 9 inches, but I'll be taking 8 inches. Remember, we are minusing, not adding. After that, I'll go ahead to take my waist measurements. My waist measurement is 8 and I went ahead to mark 7 inches, and now I'll mark my full length. And for my full length, I will take what I have at the waist area. I will take it down to my full length and I'll connect my lines like so. For my sleeve, I've gone ahead as well to fold my fabric into 4 and I'll be marking my starting line as well. I really want my sleeve to be very long, so I'll be marking 26 inches for my sleeve. So after marking my full length, so I'll be bringing one of my fabric, like one of the pieces, I'll be bringing it to trace out my armhole. So we know that this top is off shoulder and we'll be needing exactly the armhole for the sleeve. So I'll be placing my fabric like so and I will trace out my armhole on the fabric I folded for my sleeve. And this is one of the easiest way to draw out your armhole when it comes to off-shoulder dress or top. Just go ahead and place your fabric on top of the sleeve and trace out your armhole and you are good to go. So I'll go ahead to join my back and my front by the sides and I'll come back to show you guys what I have. I am done joining the sides and I have gone ahead to join one of the sleeves off camera, but I'll be showing you guys how I did it. So I went ahead to close up my sleeves like so, and I'll be attaching it to the body of my top. I'll be attaching it just the normal way of attaching sleeve and nothing too serious, just like you see me doing. I have gone ahead to attach my both sleeves. So I'll go ahead now to measure around my shoulder, and whatever I have, I'll use it to cut out my overlap shoulder or neckline. That's thing that is on the shoulder. I have gone ahead to cut out mine. I have 38 inches by length and 11 inches by width. So I'll be closing it up like so, and I'll go ahead to stitch it close at the end like this, and I'll come back to show you guys what I have. I am done closing the sides, and at this point, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead to subscribe and like. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post new videos, you'll be the first to get the notification. So I'm just trying to show you guys that sewing anything stretchy is not for the weak, and I was stretching this fabric while I was sewing it because my machine was not able to sew it freely. And by the time I was done sewing this, my fabric, I had excess, because while I was sewing it, I was drawing it, I was dragging it so that my machine will be able to sew this type of stretchy material. So I will go ahead now to cut out the excess, and this is what I was just showing you guys. I will go ahead now to cut out the excess, and I will show you guys what I have. After I'm done joining the sides, so I'll go ahead now to pin it down on my top. I'll be pinning it down before I'll go ahead to sew it on my machine. So the way I'll be placing this is the wrong side of my top to the right side of my shoulder drip. My top will be on the wrong side, while the overlap of my shoulder will be on the right side. So that is how I'm placing it. Go ahead now to sew it round, and I'll come back to show you guys what I have. We are almost done with this video. It's a simple top and beginner friendly. After I'm done sewing it round, this is what I have, and this will be the end of this video. I'll just go ahead now to fold my hemming part, and that will be all for this video. And please do it to subscribe to my channel, and of course I will see you again in my next video. Bye.